Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football on TexasFootball.com here in San Antonio, the THSCA Coaching School and Convention, with a six-man guy, the head coach of the Klondike Cougars, Coach Dalton DeGraffenreid. Coach, appreciate your time.
Oh, yes, sir.
What are you doing here?
We don't.
See, I mean that in a nice way. We don't see a ton of six-man coaches around here.
Yeah, for sure. I wish more 1A coaches would come attend this clinic. It's awesome. We learn a ton every year. Our entire staff is actually here. Boys side and girls side. So we just come and we listen to a lot of the talks and get to network a little bit with a lot of other coaches. So it's an awesome convention.
Well, and it strikes me that you're in an interesting position where in schematic conversations at the six-man perspective are basically not happening.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? This is from a football perspective. There's a lot of 11-man stuff. So is it safe to say then that you're here trying to get tips on culture building and the things that transcend scheme?
Sure, yeah. I try to attend a lot of the strength and conditioning talks, and I try to attend, some track talks, but, we're always trying to steal stuff and learn stuff. So, anytime somebody's talking about offensive drills, defensive drills, we still have to block, run, and tackle at our level. So, we try to learn something every day, and, it's – when you've got the best minds in the state, and some of them, coming out of the state, come to speak, we can assure we're gonna learn something.
So I think I'm fairly certain I covered you when you played, which makes me feel very very old. How old are you?
I'm 27.
God Almighty. Okay. So, let's talk a little bit about your Cougars. Last year, an 11-1 year, a really fantastic year for your Cougars. I'm interested, what do you maybe know about the job now, being the head coach there for the Cougars, that you didn't know maybe when you started there?
Yeah, whenever I started there at 23, I didn't know what to expect. But, after being there 4 years, it's definitely an adaptation. I came from 11-man. I played 11-man growing up. I coached 11-man for 2 years, and so my first little bit of six-man was, baptism by fire. So, I've learned a lot the last 4 years, and mainly it's just, staying true to what we do. And the kids have completely bought in. It's a total 100% buy-in from them. From a culture standpoint, that's where I think we've done the best job. Is our kids expect to win on Friday nights now, and that goes a long way.
Well, and one guy you guys are going to welcome back after a fantastic year is Josh Ayers-Mendez, who was, I think, District Offensive Player of the Year. I think we have him on our preseason All-State team in the magazine.
Yes,
a guy we're crazy about. You're the guy who sees him every day. I can watch the film, and I can tell you he's pretty good at football.
Yeah.
You're the guy who sees him every day in practice. What is it about Josh that sets him apart?
He's one of those true, dual threat guys. At our level, he plays spread back for us, and he can hurt you with his arm. He can hurt you with his legs. He was actually our leading rusher and passer last year, which is, obviously at our level pretty normal. But he just he works tremendously hard, and he's just he's real reactive. He just he has a natural feel for the field, and so we're glad he's playing for us. That's for sure. But he just he's a special kid for sure. You
guys bring back about half your team from last year's squad. Do you have a feel quite yet on maybe how this year's team may be different from last year's team?
Experience in the playoffs is going to be big for us. Last year that was the first playoff win for us since 95. Those kids on our roster, they weren't accustomed to playing, in a big playoff-like atmosphere. So getting a win in the first round and then playing a groom squad that was, uber talented last year, them getting to experience that's going to carry a lot of weight. We won't be as deep as we were last year roster wise, but the guys that we put out on the field, they're going to have that playoff experience that I think is going to help tremendously.
And finally, you mentioned that you played 11-man. You were kind of raised in 11-man. Is six-man where you see yourself going forward? Or is it just kind of like, I'm going to see where it goes, I'm having fun coaching football?
Oh yeah, I love Klondike. I love those kids. But I'm a football guy.
Yeah.
So wherever wherever I end up is, I know it's going to be somewhere where we're playing football and we're trying to play a good brand of it. So, I'm just thankful that I had some guys. My dad graduated with Dwayne Lee. So he's helped me a ton. So I learned a lot quick, and then now I'm just trying to, produce. But 11-man, 6-man, doesn't matter, as long as we're playing football on Friday night.
Well, I remain offended by how young you are, and I will continue to do that. Dalton DeGraffenreid from Klondike. Appreciate your time.
Yes,
Coach.
sir. Thank you, Tep.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.